Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Hope you guys are doing well, man. I've been out for the last week sick, but I'm back. Anyway, man, Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, from what little bit I've been following, because again, I've been so goddamn sick, I don't even care about boxing. But let me tell you this, right? When it comes to these contracts, what this should tell everyone is that it's not the fighters, man. You know, you can tell when a fighter is just straight up ducking, okay? Like Teofimo Lopez and Regis Prograis. Teofimo Lopez, like that is a clear duck. I don't care what anyone says. Teofimo Lopez and his pops, if you listen to their reason for not taking the Regis fight, oh, the money's not there, X, Y, and Z. But we want to fight. I mean, they can fight for the most prestigious belt in all the weight divisions, the WBC belt. Okay? But they're choosing not to do it, which is okay. So now Teofimo Lopez is going to be going to fight this guy now, Josh Taylor. That's a whole nother story. But what I'm getting at is, that's a clear duck. Ryan Garcia and Tank, when people are calling Ryan a duck and Tank a duck, how? They both want to fight. They agreed on the first fight. The second fight, the rematch, is where the problem is. Now, in my opinion, right, I could understand De La Hoya saying, look, if we beat Tank, we want to be the A side and have the promotion rights so we can show this on DAZN, the rematch. I understand what De La Hoya is saying, but at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this. They need to look at Devin Haney. See, there shouldn't be all this contract crap going on, in my opinion, because Devin Haney, look, Eddie Hearn didn't have a leg to stand on. Top Rank plucked Devin Haney from Matchroom, from the whole DAZN platform. Said, if you want to do this, you need to come on over here. Come on over to Death Row. Come on over to Top Rank. That's what Big Suge Aram did. So Devin Haney went over there. He wasn't even in the rematch. He knew he was going to get screwed. And then he knew he was going to get screwed going and having to fight Lomachenko. So Devin Haney knew that, okay, if I go over here and win these fights, in order for me to fulfill my contract, I'm going to have to, I have to stay sharp. T's are crossed, I's are dotted, and I got to win because they don't want to let me swoop in here, beat their fighters, take all these belts, and go back over to Matchroom, DAZN, or wherever the hell Devin Haney's going to land. Bob Arum is not trying to hear that. But Devin Haney, he understood the assignment. And he believed in himself. And to me, this just tells me that with Golden Boy and De La Hoya, look, stop complicating things. Now, I'm telling you guys right now, I agree with what De La Hoya is saying. I do. Shit, these two guys, what's Tank bringing? Some little belt to the table, man? But they're not really. Devin Haney has the real marbles, okay? This is just, to me, like a grudge match. But these guys are probably the two biggest names at 135. We know Ryan can fight at 140. And we know there's all kind of talk about Ryan going and fighting, what's his name, Regis. But who knows what's going to happen, right? Only the fly on the wall knows. But I'm going to keep it to Gervonta and Ryan. Just De La Hoya. Your man's betting on himself, right? Just have it to where if there is a rematch, then it is what it is. Okay? Now, if you beat him in the second fight and then he wants to do a third, then you become the A side. And to me, that's just, if you look at, hey, I'll tell you what, it's not like we're, inventing the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Or reinventing the wheel. This is nothing new. You look at how Eddie Hearn has done business. Eddie Hearn will suck your eyeballs out. You want to fight AJ, First fight, we're the A side. If you beat us, second fight, we're the A side. If you beat us the second time, then third fight, you get what you want. Take it or leave it type deal. And that's what Gervonta Davis and his team did. Hey, it's a take it or leave it type deal. First fight, we fight. You beat me. Second fight, I'm still the A side. This is how it is. It's not complicated. But I understand De La Hoya's position, man. But I just think if we're gonna sit here and for people who didn't give a lot of people, some people give Devin Haney some flack for going over to Australia to fight Kambosos and said he shouldn't have done it. But most people were like, you know what? This guy is betting on himself. And look what happened, man. Worked out to his benefit. But for Ryan Garcia, all I'm saying is, let's not be so quick to sit here and give him this unnecessary pressure, saying that he's afraid or that he should sit here and just and hold his ground and get behind De La Hoya. No, I don't think Garcia has anything to do with any of that. I think the pressure needs to be on De La Hoya. Just making it complicated. Let them fight, man. The reality is this, right? I understand this social media influence. It matters. And what we're seeing right now, we're really seeing how the importance of social media is starting to affect negotiations. If Ryan Garcia didn't have that big following, this would be a moot point, in my opinion. It would really be a moot point. But because he has a lot of followers and, he's pretty popular, you know what I'm saying? He's Logan Paul, Jake Paul, then there's Ryan Garcia, KSI. I mean, he's right there in that little circus group, you know what I mean? He fits in there. But at the end of the day, let's not get right here, man. I mean, they're right there about to cross the finish line and sit there, man, and allow the entire deal to just collapse. Now, I do believe what Steven Espinoza has been saying. It makes you wonder about all of the bull crap that happened with negotiations over there with PBC and fighters. You know what I'm saying? Guys it's fight week or about to go into the ring and contracts are just getting finalized. You know what I mean? Like, that's, I think that's a little extreme. Now, I have a bit of a contracting background. Not in boxing, but I would think for the most part, a contract is a contract. You can have the 90% solution, and that can take you a long way if, I would say, I don't want to use the wrong terminology here, man, talking about project sponsor and all that, but if the one key decision maker, let's say the one key decision maker on Tank's side and the one key decision maker on Ryan Garcia's side, if they're like, nope, we're good, a couple of small things to work out, that shouldn't stop anything, let's just press. And you can get things going. So the problem here is the number one key decision maker on Ryan Garcia's side, he's the one that's kind of drawn the line in the sand and saying, nah, this isn't going to happen. So we'll see what's going to develop. I'm just a little disappointed that they haven't been able to just sit here and sort this out. And it's frustrating. It's because you look back months ago when they're saying, oh, the fight's been agreed to, the fight's been made, the contract's been signed. For the first fight, everything's been agreed to. But for the rematch and all the particulars, you see, that's where you have the sticking points. And you get these guys who want to come out here and so quick to take to Twitter, like the Coppingers and those guys, and put these little blurbs out there. And then everybody takes it and runs with it. Then we have to sit back, man, and pull back and say, okay, well, what the hell is going on? Is it not a done deal? What's the story? And then you find out that basically you got the 90% solution, but there's a sticking point. So to get over that, to resolve that final 10%, it's like Tom Cruise Mission Impossible, man. So going forward, we'll see what happens with Tank and Ryan. I'm going to sit here and get caught up on all this. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, that, in my opinion, Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya, well, Oscar De La Hoya, right? I'm not even going to call the fighter's name. He needs to just chill out. Oscar De La Hoya is out there on the beach singing mariachi. The man taking pictures butt naked with a damn belt on. Oscar De La Hoya is, he's on a whole nother level. The man, 50 years old. He's in shape. He want to, nothing wrong with that, man. You want to go out there and let Hollywood know you're ready for the leading role in some Latin drama. No problem, Oscar. But the drama we don't need is in boxing. Just sit there and humble yourself, man. Take the two fights. They're the A side. It is what it is. As long as the money's right. But I think the zone. I think the zone is giving Oscar some pressure too, man, to promote that fight. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of money that's been put into Ryan Garcia. The zone has invested a lot of money into Ryan Garcia, and you could understand that. So you got De La Hoya as a key decision maker, but then when you really peel this back, you got those guys over at the zone. And they're like, okay, they don't want to get their eyeballs sucked out. They're looking to make money too. The zone's not in the best financial position. So at the end of the day, this stuff, it boils down to what you guys already know, man. It boils down to money, man. There's a lot of money being poured into Ryan Garcia. And the way they see it, and they're not wrong to feel that way. Hey, if he beats Tank, then let us sit here and get the promotion rights. But at the end of the day, man, we'll see if the cooler heads prevail. But I personally think if Devin Haney did it, then Ryan Garcia should do it. Accept whatever they're offering, shut up, and then you beat them the 2 times, right? You believe in yourself, and then you press and go ahead and you're the top dog. I'll tell you what, if Ryan Garcia was to beat Tank just 1 time, that's gonna send shockwaves through the damn boxing world. If he beats him 2 times, oh man, Ryan Garcia is God. But the thing is, deep down for De La Hoya, does he really believe Ryan Garcia has what it takes to beat Tank? Oscar De La Hoya was a boxer. Oscar De La Hoya was an amazing boxer. Oscar De La Hoya didn't keep his chin in the air. Oscar De La Hoya could stand flat-footed and exchange. Oscar De La Hoya could get on his toes and move around. Oscar De La Hoya could do it all. Fight inside, fight at a distance. He could counterpunch. He could combination punch. He could pop shot. Oscar De La Hoya was an all-around amazing fighter with extreme power in that left hand. Ryan Garcia is not De La Hoya. So I'm sure De La Hoya looks at this and says, okay, go in there with a guy like Tank who can hold his ground. Tank can do everything De La Hoya used to do. Ryan Garcia can't. But the thing is, Ryan Garcia has a different type of speed. So he has some good qualities. I just don't know if it's going to be enough. But it only takes 1 punch. But that being said, more to come on this. Hey, look, there's no ducks here. Tank's not ducking him by saying, with this the rematch, if I lose, I want to be the A side. That's not factoring a duck clause into the contract. That's just called smart business, man. And you get what you negotiate. And if he can get them to agree to that, then, job well done. If not, then we'll see what happens. Maybe the fight doesn't materialize. Maybe they compromise or something. I don't know. But at the end of the day, they need to sort it out. But that being said, man, y'all be cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. I'm in the breeze.